folks, how are you? This is Jim Miner, your South Scottsdale realtor, bringing you the midweek Cromford report prepared by Michael Orr from Arizona State University. Well, let's take a look and see what Michael's giving us or showing us this week. He shows us lots of things, but I can't bring that all to you that my clients get to see. But hey, let's hit on these high points. Hey, I want to point out some things to you. We talk a lot about kind of the mid-range market to the downside. Let's spend just a little bit of time talking about the upper end of the market. Okay, because when you get that winning lottery ticket, you may want to know, hey, where do I go to buy that multi-million-dollar house? One thing I want to point out to you, here we go, April 8th up here. The strength of the uber luxury market is real, but it tends to be concentrated in specific locations. Now, you can read this as well as I can. You can see what's going on right here. Then when you get down to here, it says these top 3 zip codes get much more publicity than other areas, and buyers seem to be scarcer in those areas with slightly less famous zip codes. These other locations are. And you can go right down the list and see what's going on. Not a lot of homes trading, but you know, come on, $2.5, $3, $4 million. Yeah, how many folks are walking around with that kind of change in their pocket, right? Here's the thing that's interesting. There are plenty of active listings, 619 in total. Now we're talking about the high-end market here, folks. Some locations have more than a few of listings and nothing in escrow. So sellers there may be frustrated. All the action happening in the top 3 zip codes. Examples, look at this. Mesa, Phoenix, Scottsdale. Look at the number of actives and look at the number in escrow. That's called 0. Okay? Now, if I had that number of listings, and I don't have 20 listings at $2 million or more, but if I did and nothing was in escrow, I might rise to the conclusion of thinking I'm a little overpriced, particularly since other areas are doing extremely well. Okay, enough said on the upper end luxury market. Let's scoot on up here. I just want to post this up here. You see April 9th, one of the few segments of the market that's doing better than last year is mobile homes. You know, I got to tell you, folks, I don't deal in mobile homes. The majority of folks don't. But nevertheless, I did post up. Michael posted up this. So it's there. You can pause. Take a look at this if it's meaningful to you. Okay? Now, here's what I really want to show you, which Michael put up, and that is this. Okay? This right here is a chart of the major cities throughout Maricopa County. And if you live here, you're going to recognize all of them. If you are elsewhere outside of Maricopa County, you're probably going to pick up on those: Phoenix, Scottsdale, maybe Glendale, but not necessarily all of the others. Okay, fine. The important thing I want to point out to you are these green arrows. These arrows are showing you this, that the market is improving in these cities from the perspective of a buyer, meaning that the demand is increasing for homes. Okay, that's important. We would like to see that rising. Here's your big line up here, okay? 107, 95. 100 is where we're totally in balance. Up here, these 2 areas, Sun Lakes, Apache Junction, those 2 places are in excess of 100. Okay, that means that they're leaning toward a seller's market. The rest of this is still leaning toward a buyer's market. And as you move down the list, look at this. Maricopa, now that's the city of Maricopa. Casa Grande, Buckeye. Oh my goodness, these are really, really buyer's markets in these areas. And you can see by the arrows, and you can see by the column where it was last week, where it is this week, okay? Pay attention to this. Now, we have a lot more things that we show our clients relative to what's happening in their specific areas. But this information is very helpful, folks. Why? Well, the reason is because if you're a buyer, wouldn't you want to know if it's a buyer's market? And if so, how much of a buyer's market? And if you're a seller, Wouldn't you want to know how much do I want to play around in here, or do I just want to price at the market, get myself a couple good offers, and move on and look to buy a home elsewhere, whether it's someplace else in the valley or maybe you're relocating. Okay, that's it for this week. Jim Miner, your South Scottsdale realtor, giving you the midweek Cromford report. And I'll tell you what, if you would like to get some of your questions answered, like many of my clients, give me a buzz. 602-345-0433, and I do accept text. Good. Hey, I'll see you on the weekend. You folks have a nice week. Okay, bye now.